sweet.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show where I am tall and Roger is short because we still don't have new chairs.
Yes.
That's
okay, though.
Get him a phone book to sit on or something like that.
I feel like
What would that be?
Phone book?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
How old are you? What's
maybe
wrong
a
with
milk
you?
crate or something like that.
We'll stack up.
A ream of paper.
We'll stack up old laptop computers.
Yeah.
That's
There
what
you
people
go.
have to
There
sit
you
on
go.
now.
Adrian, have you ever seen a phone book in your life?
Not even in like a movie?
In a movie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I always like the
That
movies
was always a thing.
with the old New York City phone books.
Yeah,
and
it was
they
like
were
this-
like that. Big.
Well, do you remember in the Golden Girls when Sophia, the one time the phone book kept going missing, and it was because she was stealing it to go drive the car, and they were like, "She's driving again. The phone book's gone." It was like that thick.
See,
I'm like,
my
yeah.
grandma, of course, it was Jackson, and the phone books were only that big.
Yeah, they're
so
only-
she had to use pillows in her Dodge Dart.
Did she?
Yeah.
Was it really a thing?
I guess, because I know the pillows were. She sat on a ton of pillows, and then we ended up taking our car to the upholsterer and had them open it up and put a bunch of foam in there to actually make her seat
That
taller
seems
just for her.
safer.
Yeah, for that reason. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
She was sitting on a bunch of feather pillows from her bed.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Well, anyway.
Now that we've talked about auto safety.
Yes, now that is your PSA of the day. Do not sit on, a feather pillow because phone books do not exist
Yes.
anymore. But our friends from the library are here, and we're going to talk about all kind of fun stuff. You didn't bring the girls today.
Yep. Left them at home.
Aw. Were they bad girls?
I don't know.
Did you ground
They
them?
just don't. Well, I mean, we just don't let them out all the time.
Okay, I get
They
that.
have housework to do.
Housework to do. Women's work.
It's cleaning morning. We don't let them out. Us guys
Woman,
go
you
around.
get in there and mop.
We go around the town. After this, we're gonna stop at the bar. And they better have lunch ready when we get there. No, in actuality, I think that they are on I don't know what they're doing, but I do believe that maybe they're doing some sort of outreach. I believe April has outreach this morning.
Okay, we'll give them that. No, the girls are doing other things, and that's okay because you guys are here, and we're going to talk about a lot of fun events and things that you have going on in the library. But first off, because I was talking with John off the air about this, you had a Bigfoot thing again.
Yeah. But
We did. And, actually, Bigfoot was at your restaurant.
So
And you were not there.
no, I was there.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
He
we-
was in and out so fast. I was like,
it's just a blur.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is Bigfoot sitting at our bar? And then I thought I was crazy for a minute because there literally was a Bigfoot at the bar. And then he posed by the Dank Squatch thing.
Yeah.
And then was that day?
He might be able to pull it up. It should be on our Facebook reels or however that's categorized nowadays that phone books don't exist. But it was on them their socials. But yeah, he went around town and he promoted his event that was coming up. And
Yeah, I did see him. I was
do
there.
remember that a few of the customers were a little freaked out. Bigfoot held the door open for them. And then went to the bar and
He did go to the bar.
tried to communicate as fast as he could to the bartender, I guess is what they're called. I don't know. But anyway, I think she got it. She kept the poster.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It worked.
yeah.
There he is. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Are you reading to Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
He's my assistant. He helps me out.
Yeah, that was really kind of him.
Yeah.
Yes, I was there, and I was walking through, and I was like, have I lost my mind? And then I walked back through and saw him one more time, and then that was it.
Yeah, well,
He was
that's
in and
the way-
out in a hurry.
He's just a blur.
He's
that's how
elusive.
Bigfoot is.
He is an elusive Bigfoot, and that's why
Yeah,
We can't prove anything.
we're trying to get him out a little bit. I mean, he was looking for a job, so we hired him to be our PR person. And we're trying to get him a little bit more socialized and things.
I gotcha.
Yeah, we might even have him take a shower. I don't know. It's always a hard conversation to have with your employees, but I think he has to see it coming.
Yeah, I mean, he is, like, when you can start smelling him from a block away,
Yeah.
it's rough.
We don't even know what's in the fur. I think I saw a bird in it.
Were there marbles?
You know, that's what he asked to get paid in.
Was it marbles?
I've
See?
got a couple voicemails into IRS. We're trying to figure out how to do that on the books.
You
but
weren't surprised when he asked for marbles, were
No,
you?
I
Because we
wasn't.
already knew that.
We knew.
We
So
know Bigfoot's communicating marbles.
that's that's how they. It's a really like desired trade thing for them. Like that's how they get their vinegar and their fresh baked pies on windowsills.
Marbles. It's a whole thing.
It is, and it is fresh baked pie season coming up. If anybody wants to put any on their windowsills, let us know.
Okay, just for Bigfoot
Yeah, well,
or for Roger.
he might share.
Yeah, he might. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you did have a fun.
Yeah, we had Bigfoot researcher Doug Waller, and he has.
That's a different person that was here than
Yeah,
what
I don't
was
think
here.
we've ever had Doug on here. We should
Yeah.
sometime.
He investigates Bigfoot sightings, interviews people, and he compiles them all into books. This was his 7th book that he wrote.
Oh,
and
whoa.
he had a couple stories took place here in Hammertown.
Okay, that's creepy and weird.
So a guy was fishing with his wife late one night in the morning. They were catfishing, so most people do that. And they were like 2 o'clock in the morning is what it was. And they had a bunch of equipment. And they were cooking the fish as they were catching them. And they heard a loud howl, scream. And the guy just got his wife and put her in the truck, and they took off, leaving all their equipment behind. Doug, when he was interviewing them, asked if they went back the next day to get the stuff, and he said no, never went back, doesn't even go outside anymore.
Okay, he must have heard something
So that was
real
Hammertown.
creepy.
And there was another story from Hammertown, too. I can't remember what that one was. So two Bigfoot encounters out there.
Interesting. So now you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not gonna. I mean, I feel like I'm safe because you're not gonna find me catfishing ever, or definitely be at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Way past my bedtime.
I have gone catfishing before. Even there, I've been there at 2 a.m. before, and I must say, I've never experienced a Bigfoot.
Well,
Unfortunately, I would have been so excited.
I know, right?
I would have gone outside more. I would have actually just stayed and offered some of my catfish to Bigfoot.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Like, I feel like if you encountered a Bigfoot, that you should. I mean, it's just kind of like the paparazzi. You just win them over with kindness, right? So you
Exactly.
offer them food or, whatever, and let's get along. I think, or some marbles. Just keep marbles in your
You
pocket.
should always
You'll be
have
fine.
marbles because you never know when somebody might challenge you to a game or a Bigfoot might come around.
That's right.
Or Bigfoot might challenge you to a game. I mean, who knows?
All of that. Yes. Or just carry a fresh baked pie with you. That too. All right. We digress. Library stuff.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of stuff coming up, and we're about halfway through August and going into September. Actually, tonight we are doing abstract painting.
Okay, that sounds
And I got
fun.
some examples here, and I painted some examples of some abstract painting because if you tell somebody to paint nothing, they're not going to know what to do.
Do you know what? At the Paws on the Patio event, the dog pound was set up at 6 cents, and my dog painted a painting.
No, really?
Yeah, all
I
of
saw
it.
it. It was really
Did
good.
you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just going to give people
That's also a sidebar.
paints and canvas, and here's some examples. This
So
is
paint nothing.
Yeah, so abstract painting is like non-representational. You're just putting paint on canvas. This is kind of similar to Jackson Pollock, so just throwing
Yeah,
paint.
that one's pretty.
This one is just like a color plane, so putting in different shades of the same color. This one is using masking tape
That's fun.
to mask off the white areas, and you put in the collars there, then you pull the paint off. And this one, I really like doing this one. This one is just putting paint on a canvas and moving it around with a palette knife and scraping it
I
around.
like palette knife art. It
Yeah.
turns out really cool. I like the texture.
Yeah, I did too. So I
Did you
like
show
that.
it up? Okay, yeah.
So
It's like very like kind of
and
dimensional.
it's
looking.
nice to do something where you don't really have to think about it. Like when I was making this one, it was just kind of, I don't know, they call it flow, is whenever you're like in the moment and just really focus on something. So I was just putting paint on this and just scraping it around and experimenting with textures and colors and things like that. So
Well, next thing you know, you're going to be cutting your ear off. But
Yep.
And then you could add texture to your artwork.
And
with
then you
your-
could
with the blood
paint
spatter.
with it.
So we are doing that tonight, and that one is something you have to register for, and there's only a couple spots left.
Okay.
So
No,
people,
that sounds fun.
people,
Therapeutic.
yeah, people really like doing paintings. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, then I'll
You're
steal
on the-
this. Can I steal this
Yeah.
flyer and talk about this next, or you got something?
Yep,
first?
go ahead.
Okay, then we have on the 25th Ashley Hansen from the Jackson County Soil and Water District. She is a specialist that works there, and she is very excited to start this program. And I mean, it's a one-off program for us right now, but it's Monarchs in Motion. And
Okay.
it's August 25th at 6. And she has developed this, and she said that she is something they're going to hopefully do throughout the whole state of Ohio. So that's really cool. But she'll talk about and teach you about the life cycle, the migratory patterns, the history of tagging the monarch butterflies, and how you can do things at your house to bring them to your garden space. Because everybody likes to see a nice monarch butterfly.
You know, and this year, Jamie and I redid our landscaping some. It's still a work in progress, you know, because, you know,
It always
because it's a lot.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, we ripped everything out. But I planted a butterfly bush, and we have enjoyed that stupid thing so much because, well, number one, it's just really taken off, and it's just blooms and blooms and blooms. But you would not believe all the different types of moths and butterflies and stuff that. I mean, some little itty bitty ones you can barely see, and then some of them are this big, and it's just been so enjoyable to watch that. So I can see where people would be really into this monarch butterfly presentation.
Yep.
Yeah. So, are you into birds yet? Or have you reached that point of your life?
I mean, I could get into birds. I have not yet, but I could totally get into birds.
Because it seems like I was just curious because of the butterflies. Because it just seems like a lot of times no one ever pays attention to them. And if you really look around at nature and look at your flower beds and
Oh my
your
gosh.
neighbors, there's all kinds of really beautiful things. And it seems like as you get older, you appreciate them a lot more.
No, and I'm glad. You know why? Because I think you just tend to slow down a little bit, which is we should all do. But no, we had Kaylin in here from Lake Hope. She's the naturalist out there the other day, and I was telling her that on one of my flowers I saw this creature. And she laughed because she said, "You're about the 500th person that's asked me about this particular creature because it's so unique." And I said, "It looks like a hummingbird and a bumblebee had a baby." And she said, "I know exactly what you're talking about." And I said, "Is it a bird or is it a bee or what is it?" And she said, "It's neither. It's called a hummingbird moth."
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it has the body but it's bigger of a bee kind of looking, but the wing like a hummingbird. It was so cool. But I was just I sat there and watched that thing forever because it was so neat, and its antenna are that long, and you could just watch it
Oh, wow.
pulling this stuff out, and I was like, okay, you are super cool.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
Do you have a hummingbird feeder?
I don't
Get one
at
of
the
those.
house.
I've got
Well,
one, and
we
I've been
had-
watching them.
We had several cats at our
Yeah.
house, but fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you feel about it, we just lost our last kitty about a month ago. So I was always hesitant to put.
Yeah,
I just
you
feel
don't
like
wanna-
that's bringing
Yeah, you don't want
hog to slaughter or something.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. So anyway, yes, now I can do that.
Get one. Hummingbirds are neat. I've got one, and there's one that will come by it. There's the feeder's here and there's a tree here, and it'll just sit in the tree and hang out. And it's a black one with a red spot on its neck. And then a green one will come and try to go to the feeder, and the black one will chase the green one off. I didn't know they did that.
That's
I
weird.
never-
I didn't know they were like
I don't want it. You
territorial
can't
like
have
that.
it either.
Food aggressive.
I guess so.
His name's Regina George.
But I think I saw a monarch a couple weeks ago. There's another one that looks just like a monarch's,
Okay.
which I don't know how to tell a difference. It's a defense mechanism because I don't know which one, but one of them is supposed to taste really bad to birds. And so birds know not to eat that kind of butterfly.
see.
So the other one has adapted to look like, I guess, the
Okay.
monarch to.
Well, I'll bet you if you go on August
So,
25th, you're going to
yeah,
find
I'll
all
be
that
there and I'll
out.
try to find that one
It
out.
would probably be. I was supposed to say you'd probably be better off to go to this one than to actually taste the butterfly
Yeah.
to see if it tastes good.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It's like a softer, gentler Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess they might be migrating soon since it's going to start getting cooler.
I
and
think so.
I don't know what the life cycle of a monarch or any butterfly for that matter is, but they are absolutely beautiful and they are so just amazing to watch. They're just like little majestic
they
creatures.
fly really far, like down to like Mexico, Central America.
You just wonder, they're just so little and light. Like, how does that
Yeah,
happen?
how they make it that far.
Yeah. Nature's a very powerful thing. So what will all be involved in this program?
She's going to be talking about attracting them to your space,
Okay.
and also the life cycle, the migratory patterns, and also tagging them. So
Which is insane to me.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
tag,
Like, there's
like
a-
Hope they do the hummingbirds there.
yeah, there's
they
a,
just did a program.
picture of one with a tag on it right there.
Oh, I
so
see
you
that.
can. And also that makes me think, how can those little things with those delicate wings fly with that
Yeah.
on their wing? But I don't know. Maybe they're kind of like ants, where ants are like 10 times their own strength, and so maybe they're like
I'm
that.
sure. I mean, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so we're going to talk about that. And that, again, is August 25th at 6 p.m.
Yep.
And do you just show up for that one?
Yep. Yeah.
And will that be inside or outside?
That'll be inside
Okay.
the potty room. The 27th, we're doing our monthly Pokemon night. We usually get a good crowd for that. I've been getting people from like, Pokemon's so hot right now. Like, I had somebody come from Guy County to come and do it. Just brought his son there to come and trade Pokemon cards because
I mean,
it's almost impossible to walk into Walmart right now and buy a pack of Pokemon cards because of scalpers. And I found this out just
Aw.
by chance. I happened to be at Walmart when they were restocking the Pokemon cards. At the front of the store where the card aisle is, they block it off. And then the restocker's there putting the cards out. And there's usually one or two Walmart employees at the beginning of the aisles just standing there.
like
And
literally like security.
Yes, and then over like where the women's clothes are, there's usually 5 or 6 people just standing there. And they're waiting for them to get done restocking those Pokemon cards. And whenever they're done, they'll get rid of that gate thing, and they'll just go and buy them all. And then what they're doing is they're reselling them. So I like doing this to give kids an opportunity to trade cards
not
and
to deal with
to
scalpers.
not to deal with
Like-
scalpers.
I was having this discussion. It's different but the same about Goodwill the other day,
Yeah.
and not just Goodwill, but Goodwill is kind of like Frisbee. It's like the universal term
Yeah.
for a thrift store, of people that literally go and just like rape the thrift stores
Oh, yeah.
to resell.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's okay, and if that's what you want to do, but like sometimes like leave something for somebody else. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
because the point, yeah.
that's not your yeah. The point is
The point is that somebody who is on a budget or whatever can
have nice
can every
things.
once in a while find a cool score and be like, wow, I got a pair of Levi's for $3.99 or whatever.
right,
Like,
exactly.
Not be like,
Birkenstocks that
Yeah.
nobody's worn for $3 or whatever. Like that's pretty cool stuff. And you think about that, like, oh.
yeah, it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
For other
Yeah, I
people,
mean, I guess so.
unfortunately.
But we
But, I
sound
mean,
like
that's-
fuddy-duddies, but still, I feel like,
Yeah.
in a way. But if they don't do it, somebody else is gonna. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. unfortunately.
Yeah. But no, what you're doing is giving people an opportunity to bypass the, crazy sellers
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trade amongst themselves.
Yeah. It's like a pack of Pokemon cards is like $5. So if the kid can't buy that, they've got to buy it on this like the second-hand market, and it's going to be $10.
Right.
Yeah.
So the person can make a profit.
Yeah. Okay. And I know there's all those different ones like Magic and all the other ones that kind of the same thing happens.
Yeah.
But so yeah, those nights that you have that people can just come and trade amongst themselves, I think that's a really good idea. So good for you.
All right. And the 28th is our Books and Brews book club, and we are reading Call of the Wild by Jack London. And I just finished that yesterday, and it was really good.
Have you read it before?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've read that a couple of times over my life. It's good. It's kind of sad.
It is. It's kind of sad, but it's also, I don't know, the dog becomes free in the end and wild. But
Yeah.
so we're like, I don't know if it's sad or not. But I know they made a Harrison Ford movie out of it a couple years ago.
Did
I'm
they?
gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna watch that. That character's only in the book for a little bit though, so I'm not really curious to see how they extend that out to make it into an actual movie. But yeah, it was a good book. I enjoyed it. It's only like 160 pages, so it was a pretty quick read. The audio version is on Libby, and the audio book is 3 hours long. So we'll be meeting at 6 Cents on the 28th at noon. So anybody wants to stop by and talk about that. And we got some teen events in August, so school's back, so we got to have some stuff for the teens to do.
Be careful.
Today we're
Watch for the kids.
doing a game day with the kids, so we're playing a bunch of different games with them. This Thursday coming up, we're doing
Are they computer games?
No, they're not. They're actual things where they got to use their hands and interact with each other. Thursday, we're doing perler beads. You know what perler beads are? Okay. They're little plastic beads, and they're different colors, and you put them together in like a pattern, and then you take a hot iron and you melt them together, and it makes like a picture. And it kind of looks like 8-bit Nintendo graphics, so it's like they look like big pixels is what they kind of look like.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, kids really like doing that. So, and the 25th.
Anytime you get to melt something or, catch something on fire, it's good.
The 25th, we're doing macrame photo hangers with them, so they get to learn how to macrame.
Oh, I love that.
And then the 27th, we're doing tissue paper pictures. So using tissue paper, kind of like how you put tissue paper on a piñata to make different patterns, but doing it just on maybe a canvas board.
That's pretty neat.
Usually Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30, we got teen activities going on.
And do they have to sign up for those, or?
Some of them they have to. I think maybe the macrame photo hanger they may have to.
Okay.
And we got sign-up sheets at the library.
Okay.
So if parents want to sign their kids up for it, or we'll ask the kids whenever they come in if they are interested in doing it.
Very good.
And that pretty much takes care of August. In September, homecoming's coming up. I think it's going to be the first weekend in October is when I think I looked that up. So we've done this before, we're going to do a homecoming dress swap. So
Great idea.
People can drop off their gently used dresses, and we're also going to take shoes and dress shirts and ties for guys as well. So we're going to do drop-offs the 1st through the 19th, so give people plenty of time to drop them off. And we're going to do the pickup time, so if people want to come and get dresses, the 21st through the 26th, which is Apple Festival week, and so kids will have one of those days off so they can come in and try some dresses on, pick them out, and you'll give them a week to get shoes and makeup and stuff, and then they'll be ready for homecoming.
And those are all things that it is so good to do those dress swaps and things because we all know. I mean, I know what stuff like that cost when I was in school. I can't even imagine what it costs now. And you wear it for a couple of hours and then what do you do with it?
Yeah, well, like you just said, some people take it to Goodwill, then it gets bought up and taken to a consignment shop. And
resold by somebody for $1 bazillion, and it's like, or everybody could just trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for those of you watching, if you got any dresses hanging around, you can bring them to the library, and we'll find a home for them.
That's amazing.
So we've done that before in the past, so we're doing it again, and I think maybe now the need might be even greater than it has been before. Next month's craft, this is pressed leaf candles.
Okay.
Haven't made one yet.
I want to do that.
So this is taking like dried leaves or flowers, and then to the candle you take hair dryer, and you kind of make the outside of it soft and a little bit melty, and then you press in the flower into the side of the candle, and then when it dries, it stays there.
Does it catch on fire when it goes down?
Yeah, it's like burning leaves in your yard.
Yeah,
A giant
your house.
fire all at once.
Why did your house catch on
So we're
fire?
doing that,
There's a leaf fire inside.
That's going to be on
It was
the
a candle. It was
15th,
relaxing.
and people will have to register for that one, so we'll have limited supplies. But it's a nice fall craft.
It's safe.
Yeah.
We're going to go with that. No, that one, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And on the 16th, Aubrey is our fiscal officer at the library. She is really good with sewing machines, and she's going to do like an open sew where people can learn how to use a sewing machine, or if they want to come and work on a project they've already got started.
I love
So
that.
people can come hang out and sew.
So fun fact about Aubrey is she actually edits sewing patterns, like as a side gig.
Wow.
Like, you know, you go to Walmart and you buy the sewing pattern and to make a dress. Like people pay her to edit those. I'm like, how do you get
it's a
that
very,
gig?
You're very niche.
Very specialized.
Very-
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And we have sewing machines at the library, so people don't even need
Oh,
to
you
bring.
do?
Yep, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got maybe 4 right now. I think she's going to buy 2 more.
Okay. That's
And
great.
So, and they're different kinds too. So one's like a smaller one for. We did this during the summer, and we had like little kids came in and did it. But then we also had adults came and learned how to use sewing machines. So we're going to try to keep that going, and it'll be the 16th from 5 to 7. So it'll be a 2-hour thing. So
I think learning, like I did the old apron and home ec that I feel like took us 6 months because it should have taken you 6 hours, or 6 minutes. But yeah, and I've never sewed since. But I think it would be. It's like canning and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah,
why did that skip generations? Like, we never learned all that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a big push on this generation to kind of relearn those kind of skills.
I think you're right.
Because we had a lot of younger people learning how to use sewing machines.
Yeah, they're
and-
knitting, crocheting,
yeah.
doing a lot of that stuff. And, you know, I think it comes down to a little bit of not mass market stuff. Like you're creating, like, I just think about, I see material sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that would be, like, in my brain, I can see, like, drapes in my house, but I have no freaking idea how to, like, sew. But I was like,
Yeah.
you're not going to a big box store and buying it. You'd be making it yourself as one of a kind. And there's so many pillows. I mean, there's so many easy projects even that you could do that would make things
Yeah,
unique.
because I think with technology and stuff, everything just seems like everybody has the same stuff, and it's like so there's like a resurgence of like unique, like bespoke things or whatever.
Yeah,
right
no,
now. Like,
and I agree with that. So I think that's kind of maybe and you know, it's just having something to do, like a hobby
Yeah.
or something that's
yeah,
rewarding
I think also a lot of people are realizing
with your
that
hands.
being totally like immersed in technology all day long is not good for your brain.
100%.
So yes, it's also like just trying to get back to some of
The creative.
creative things that are also kind of productive, like because
Yeah.
then you have a pair of curtains or a pencil pillow like I made in 6th grade home ec.
Oh.
Did you?
I did, even embroidered my name on it. We worked on it for 6 months as well. this little pillow, it was like the simplest thing ever, which was like felt cut out for like the eraser things we sewed it on. And my friend was so proud of his, and he took it up. We had to take it up to the teacher at the end, Mrs. Doty. I don't know if you had her in
Yes.
high school.
Livetta, yes.
Yeah, we took it up to her, and she would grade him and critique them and stuff. He took his up, and she gave him a B, and like said blah blah blah. Took it back to his desk, and it like exploded, like because so it was like really hilarious. It only lasted to get the grade, and then it was just like all the stuffing was out all over the place and stuff. It was like, okay,
Oh,
so is great.
So we did that. We had to go through in a home ec. But yeah. I remember my apron. It was green, and the material had hearts on it, and the aprons had a pocket on it. And so I cut out a white heart. So I had a white heart embroidered on the heart, green heart material. I thought it was beautiful. It probably wasn't, but I thought it was.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Because what they did, and what I thought was ingenious was, it wasn't sixth grade. Well, maybe it was, I don't know, it was up to high school. It must have been eighth grade. Because I might have started eighth grade there. But to get wood shop, you had to take home ec for the other half of the year. They paired them together, so that way.
I didn't have to do that.
So I mean, I wasn't
That's
that happy
actually
about it
kinda
at the
smart.
beginning, but it actually, like after I got into it and we like cooked and I got to eat like cool foods that I made and stuff too.
That's
like,
true.
It was actually it was an ingenious idea really to like expose everybody to something they didn't want to do.
And girls would not
Yeah, 'cause
typically take wood shop.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
Love that.
And I wonder if they still have those classes.
I'm not.
I don't know, Adrian. Do they still have those classes in school?
The shop and
Home ec and wood shop and stuff.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
good. It should be.
Yeah.
When I was in school, I went to Guy Academy. I did food prep for a half a semester, and then the other half was marriage and family. We learned how to like budget like a household, and
Is that where they made you carry around the egg, the baby
we had to
egg,
do
and-
that. Yeah, and like the big thing at the end was we had to plan a wedding. So like,
Why? Why are they teaching you that in high school?
no. So we had to like understand like prices of stuff like that and what goes into planning a wedding, which it didn't serve me very well because we just eloped and
Because you know
Yeah, you're
why?
right. I've
Because you
already-
learned.
Yeah, like,
I
I've
learned how
already
much this
done
all
that
costs.
once.
I already planned this stupid wedding and I'm past it.
I had my wife find a guy on the internet. We met him at a park in Chillicothe. I'm sure it was all legal. That's what
So
we
you may or may not be married,
It
is
might
what
have
you're
been
saying.
what if it was even the right guy? It might have just been an unhoused individual at the park. He's like, oh yeah, did you bring a script?
You
Okay.
got your $50?
Can you bring a pizza for me?
Oh my gosh. Speaking of pizza, yeah, we tried to make homemade pizzas in home ec, and then I'll shut up about home ec, and failed miserably. Like the teacher even was like, I don't know why this is so bad. Like all of our pizzas didn't turn out. So I blame her for
So
that.
was it from scratch?
Yes, like we were trying to make crust, and then it was a mess.
My guess is you didn't have enough time to let the crust rise.
My guess is you're probably right. But yeah, it was a mess. But we were all so excited because we were going to get to make a pizza and eat it.
Yeah.
And none of them turned out. I just remember that 100%. Okay.
And
We digress.
The last thing, we're going to do adult game night on the 29th at 6. We're going to play Scattergories.
Okay.
You ever play Scattergories?
I don't know.
Played this kind
And it's a really
What
fun
is it?
game. You have different categories, like from what I can remember off the top of my head, it was a fictional character. Mm-hmm. And then you have a dice with all the letters of the alphabet on it, and you roll the dice, and you get the letter. So the answer has to start with that letter. And you want to try to be as creative with the answer as possible. So if you have like a duplicate of somebody else, you don't get a point.
So do you have to write it down?
Yes,
then?
you write it down.
Okay.
Yep. And you're secretive with it, and you're on a timer too. So there's like a whole list of questions, and you got to answer them all with that letter.
Aha.
So pretty fun game. Really quick to play, easy to learn. I like playing this one. It's really fun, and it's good for a big group of people too.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
And also, I don't know if you're aware, but the first Thursday of every month, there is a sidewalk market downtown.
I have heard about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that maybe I've seen you there before.
Yes.
But September 3rd is the next one.
Okay.
And the library is setting up a touch-a-truck in the
Fun.
courthouse parking lot on Main Street.
Okay, that's perfect.
So make sure that you come to the sidewalk market first Thursday, which is September 3rd, 6 to 9 o'clock at night. And there'll be, everything's hit or miss because of emergencies, of course, but there should be some fire trucks and EMS should be there.
Police cars.
We'll have police cars. Usually we can get State Highway Patrol. And there was somebody else this year that we got. Oh, I do believe
I
that
assume
Ashley.
fire trucks.
Yeah, and I think that Ashley from Soil and Water is going to bring her trailer.
Yes, they have an education trailer.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty neat
okay.
inside of it.
Yeah, that's really neat. And
So,
you know, we hope that there's no, like, we hope that all the trucks are
Yeah.
there, right? Because
Yeah.
that means that there's no emergencies out there. But, you know, God forbid there is something. Somebody may have to take off and whatever. But it is just such a good event to, I believe, to let the kids meet, the human first responders, meet them in case, God forbid, they ever have to encounter them in an emergency situation. I feel like it's a lot better thing, but also just, I mean, I think we adults love to go in and play with like the sirens and the,
Oh, yeah.
like the kids definitely love to do that.
well, and it's like, I don't know that we've had a street sweeper yet there, but like, you know, early in the morning, if you drive through town, you see the city street sweeper, and it's
Or
so
the garbage
cool.
truck.
And it's like, wonder what that's like inside. You know, it's like
Yeah.
kind of neat just to like see like,
Or the giant leaf sucker truck.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
cool.
So like, it's always just cool to see like the stuff up close that drives by your house really fast, and you're like, that seems like that'd be fun to drive, or something like that, you know.
Like, how many little kids do you know that wanted to be a garbage man because they wanted to like hang off the
Yeah.
back of the truck,
Yeah.
and which I don't
I
think
don't
that's
know,
a
I
thing
don't even-
anymore. But
no, freaking
I mean, that's
safety.
I mean, you know, I don't know why anybody thought it was a great idea to have people, human beings, hanging off the back end of a
At
truck.
25 miles an hour.
Yeah,
on
that makes tons of
pothole-ridden
sense.
roads.
But no, even like the garbage trucks now we have with the lift arms and all that, like that is so cool. How do you line it up?
Mm-hmm.
Like how does it work? I think that's really neat. So okay, touch a truck at the sidewalk market. And what is the theme for that sidewalk market, or do you know?
I'm not sure. I didn't really
Okay.
catch that anywhere.
And
just
will you
yet.
have the library van there also?
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
be there in the parking lot
Okay.
with the trucks. Yeah, it should be really cool. So bring your kiddos, bring yourself.
Love that. Very, very, very fun. You guys are always into all kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, we always got something going on.
You do.
Yeah.
And again, all of this stuff is free that we're talking
Yeah.
about. Like some things you do have to sign up for, but it's still free. I mean, like that's amazing.
Yeah, I was doing the statistics for our summer reading months, which we count June and July, because August we usually try to reset and re-gear. I mean, we still do stuff, of course, but it's usually a little more low-key. But we had 117 programs in those 2 months, and we had over 2,500 attendees for those 117 programs.
That's
So-
pretty cool.
so that's pretty cool out of a community of 7,000
yeah,
people.
6,000 people or whatever it is.
So, yeah, it's definitely a happening place. Definitely things to do. It's all free.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
We still got books and DVDs that people can
I
come
know.
check
Yeah,
out.
there's
and-
books there
And
at the
while you're
library.
there, you can pick up the
You
stuff
can read a
that
book.
we have.
No, I forgot I had a puzzle for you guys too. But no, and again, get your library card because it opens your free world up to all kind of things, from magazines to free movies to all of the stuff that you can get access to, again, for free. Like you don't have to subscribe to Audible or something
No.
of that nature.
Yeah, and
Because
if you just
listen, that's expensive.
yeah,
I
if
keep
you're-
seeing commercials for Audible on,
It is
on TV,
so
and I'm like,
expensive.
why are people signing up for that?
I
Yeah.
don't know. And here's the thing too. It's one of those where, you know, you sign up for Amazon or something and they give you Audible for a year and you're like, oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you start getting a bill for $60 a month or whatever. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, or you don't even notice it because usually,
Yeah.
and like the first time it bills, it's like, well, you have to give 30 days notice or
Yeah, and
whatever,
then
so you got to pay for it a couple times, and it's like
Don't
they get
do
their money
that.
back from the free
Oh, yeah,
trial.
they do. Yeah, they do. And the thing is, just sign up for your
Yeah.
library card. You can go through all of these different sites and and have all access to so many different things for free.
Yeah, I took a road trip out west a few weeks ago and drove for 3 solid days, and I listened to a 30-hour book on Livy for free.
Man.
And I was entertained and learned about things the whole way. So it was really cool.
What book was it? What
It was actually
the heck
it
book
was a
is 30 hours?
It was a Teddy Roosevelt book about him being a naturalist.
And you stayed awake.
Yeah. I love me some TR.
Okay.
He's a great guy. He was. I believe he's passed away.
I
But
think so, maybe.
Read by the author.
yeah.
Read by the author, yeah.
But yeah, and especially gas, $4.49 a gallon. You're spending an extra $30 a week in gas. Like, get rid of your subscriptions and use the library.
And there's even like movies and shows and all kind of stuff that you can get for free.
Campy and Hoopla, they have movies. You can stream them on your Roku TV.
So very simple. Well, very good. Anything else you guys have?
I'm sure there is, but
You always come with all kind of.
we'll tell you next time.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And again, just remember that your Jackson City Library, well, I mean, any of your libraries locally are here for you. Most things are free. I mean, pretty much all things are free, and it's a nice, safe space to be. And you can bring the family in and just enjoy so many different things.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of like clubs too. There's Tai Chi, there's
Yep.
book
Yeah.
clubs, there's usually we do some sort of like a gathering, like a tea time or something, like for several months at a time. Then we'll skip a month or so here or there, then re-gear
Yep.
and do something different. But there's all kinds of like groups and things that if you're retired and you're just sitting at home, it's hot, you're bored. I mean, look into one of those. Like we've had a lot of people just make really
Absolutely.
good friends and kind of like John's mom fixed my aunt's pants. So then you end up making friends with people, and
Yeah.
you're
My
like,
aunt's
I
pants.
have a pair of pants that I need hemmed, and then John's mom's like, I know somebody or whatever, and it's like, so yeah, it's just like a good
Love that.
good place to make friends and kind of help each other out too if you're just kind of like bored and sitting at home.
Yeah. You just come in, read a newspaper or read a book,
Yeah.
hang out.
It's good socialization too. Yep. All right. Well, good deal, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you for doing all the things that you do at the library because it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, anytime. Well, I'll tell you what, our good friend Pete Wilson walked in, and he has some news there, I see. So we will have a message or two, and then we'll be back with him and some news in just a moment. So stay tuned.
Be more wild. Are you tired of sitting around at home this summer? Bring your family and come down to the African Safari Wildlife Park located in Port Clinton, Ohio. We have giraffe, zebra, bison, and much more. So skip the lines at the amusement park and come experience the safari for yourself. Are you tired of the normal zoo experience? Looking for an exciting way to see animals up close? Take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the signs. Just 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
Get ready to win this summer with Red Roof Inn and the radio. It's your chance to win a night stay at any participating Red Roof Inns
throughout the U.S.
Whether you're staying in Ohio or going abroad, Red Roof has you covered. Make your summer road trips more affordable with Red Roof Inn. Listen to the Total Media network of radio stations throughout the day as we want to know what your plans are for the summer. It's summer vacation time with Red Roof Inn. I'm Red, Eat to Travel with Total Media Radio.
All right, we are back with our good friend Pete Wilson, who has a pretty good sizable sack of news there. So we'll get to that.
All right. Okay, we do have an update in the Siders case.
I figured as much.
This is another important one and predictable, I think. Remember, we had Elizabeth Siders' attorney ask for a bond reduction. There is Elizabeth right there. She is, of course, one of 4 defendants in the world-famous Siders case.
Yeah.
Age 33 years old, charged with 16 counts of child endangerment, along with her 3 Siders relatives, her husband and her mother and father-in-law. And anyway, Elizabeth is in jail at the Southeast regional jail, arrested by the Vinton County Sheriff's Office. And her attorney had asked for a bond reduction because they felt that, $300,000, which is what all four defendants were originally had their bond set at, that she's not a flight risk, she's not dangerous, doesn't have a criminal history, and she ought to be released on a bond reduction, or better yet, a recognizance bond, which would not involve any cash at all. Okay, the update is that prosecutor William Archer Jr., he is the Vinton County prosecutor. There he is. His face has been in the news a little bit more lately because of all this. He filed a motion contesting that. So Judge Lena Featheroff Rogers, who has to make the decision, will consider what the defense attorney said and what prosecutor Archer said and decide whether there should be a bond modification reduction for Elizabeth Siders. And here is what prosecutor Archer said in his motion yesterday, which we do have this story online already on the telegramnews.com. And of course, we'll also have it in our print edition, which we're working on for our Wednesday edition as we speak. But on the bond modification, he argued that Elizabeth Siders does pose a flight risk and a potential danger to the alleged victims due to the seriousness of the charges against her. Those are felony charges, 16 counts of child endangerment. She says the defendant is facing, Archer says, the defendant Elizabeth Siders, is facing multiple serious pending charges involving F2s, that's felony second degree, involving serious physical harm to her children, and thus is a flight risk and a potential risk to the victims. He also wrote, second, the defendant, Elizabeth Siders, has filed a competency motion. Consequently, she is at personal risk until her competency is known. So he's using the fact that she needs a competency evaluation. Her own attorneys asked for it, but that's a reason not to do a recognizance
so that could
bond.
kind of backfire on her a little bit.
Right, we will see. But his motion, the prosecutor's filing, comes in response to the July 8th motion by the defense attorney. The motion contesting the recognizance bond or the bond modification was filed yesterday in Vinton County Common Pleas Court. So catch up on the scoreboard. The oldest defendant in the case, which is Gary L. Siders Sr., is out on a recognizance bond. He got out on the recognizance bond because he had to go to the hospital.
Right,
And
for
they didn't
medical
want
issues.
the county to have to pay for all those medical expenses. He was able to be released from the hospital. I'm not sure whether it was to wherever he wanted to go or a rehab facility or what, because he was in pretty serious physical condition, they said. But he is out, but the other three are still in. But there are bond modification requests for all three, including Elizabeth. So we will certainly watch that. All four have competency evaluation requests that have been made.
Okay.
So we'll be following that. Okay, of course, you had our library friends in there. There was a little bit of criminal news there from the library yesterday.
Which is the weirdest thing ever to have to report, by the way.
Right, and this is a family show, right?
I mean, most of the time, yes.
Right. Well, we may stray a little bit off the PG here, but we'll try to speak in code a little bit. But what happened at the library yesterday? I don't think you discussed this with the boys, did you?
Not on the air, no.
Not on the air. Okay.
But do know that the library is a very safe space. I'm going to preface the story by that.
Right. The Jackson police were called at 1:16 p.m. yesterday afternoon to the library, and they were called to the library as a result of a male suspect. He has been identified as Daniel Curtis Pierce of Chillicothe, age 45. Mm-hmm. He was at the library and he was using one of the computers that you can use,
right?
That are available there. You got books and all this stuff you can do. Well, you got computers. He was on the computer, and two young girls, one age 14, one age 11, they were sisters, saw him. Here's how I'll say it.
Yeah, how are you going to say this, Pete?
Partially expose himself while doing an indecent act. You connect the dots and decide what you think that is. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they let their mom know. They let the library know. The police came. He was still sitting at the computer, our suspect was. He denied the indecent act. However, he did admit that he was watching pornography on one of the computers, which, of course, isn't supposed to happen. But the police did say they considered pornography what he had on the computer. And so he was arrested, charged with 2 counts of public indecency, either a high-level misdemeanor or a low-level felony. Depends on how it gets prosecuted. But he is in jail at the Jackson County Correctional Facility, or was as of this morning. And we will see how that flows. But that's what happened yesterday at the library.
I think the important thing for everybody to know is that it was a very unfortunate incident, but everybody handled it properly and it was taken care of.
There was no, from the way I understand it, no contact, with those 2 girls or
Just
anything.
a creepy incident that happened that
creepy
was handled.
Yeah, creepy is a word there, and I don't know whether the suspect meant to do what he did and have the 2 girls see it, but the girls did see it.
Yeah.
And so that's the point. And it's in a public place, and it's something that is illegal.
Yes.
All right.
Not okay. Dude.
Not okay. Not the place for that sort of thing.
No.
All right. The library, especially. All right. Okay. We are going to. I've been wanting to do this because this lady deserves a lot of credit. Adrian, look for Kathy McFadden's picture, if you would. There she is. Doesn't she look happy? She's got that plaque. Do you know why she got that plaque, Jennifer?
Why?
She has been the water clerk, which is basically kind of like the front office person at the Imogene Brunton Davis Memorial City Hall down there. She's been the water clerk for 48 years, and she has retired.
What, 48 years?
48 years. She's
My goodness.
Kind of like the face of Oak Hill, kind of.
Well, she doesn't look like she's 48 years old.
The face and voice of Oak
Wow.
Hill. She retired after 48 years of dedicated service to the village of Oak Hill. And Oak Hill Mayor Paul McNeil and Oak Hill Village Council wanted to acknowledge that fact. The person who is stepping into those large shoes is Susan Swan. She is the new water clerk. But let's say congratulations here on Main Street TV to Kathy McFadden, 48 years of service there to the village of Oak Hill. And we had that story in the paper last weekend. Okay, we go north to Wellston now. At the most recent, or at one of the recent council meetings, Mayor Anthony Brenner commented on one of the public improvement projects going on in Wellston, New York Avenue. On the south end of New York Avenue, this is what it looked like last week. You can see that they are doing a number of things. It turned into lots more than they thought because of things that needed done. But the main thing they wanted to do was widen the street. New York Avenue is one of the main residential streets in Wellston, runs parallel to Pennsylvania Avenue just on the east side there. And on the south end, the street is a little narrow. And so you can see that from that photo that they're trying to widen it a little bit. Well, they were going to do one block from 10th Street down to 11th Street, and because of the need, they were hoping and they planned to add 11th Street to 12th Street, 2 blocks, so it became a bigger, longer project. But then they ran into other situations. They found a catch basin, a man-made catch basin. Somebody did this and they weren't supposed to, but it connected the storm sewer system with the sanitary sewer system. Some people may not understand what that is, but it's not good. There's a word, it's called infiltration. You don't want stormwater, rainwater running into your sanitary sewer, because then your sewer plant is treating rainwater.
Which it shouldn't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times this is done, it's illegal when you do it, but a lot of times it's done unwittingly because, there's a hole in the ground. Okay, that's a good place to have your catch basin or whatever, but you don't want it running into the sanitary sewer. So they've had to correct that situation. Also, while they were working on the street, they felt like it was a good situation to replace a water line along that street. So that's going to be done too. So it's turned into a much bigger and longer project than what they thought, and I believe it is still going on. Okay, another thing on the employment line. It doesn't matter, what the business is, what the government is, A to Z. It's hard to get employees sometimes, it's hard to get good employees, and you've got to pay them to keep them and get them. And the MacArthur Village Council addressed an issue with their police department. At one of their most recent meetings, they've decided to raise the police salaries to try to attract new officers and keep the officers that they have.
Gotcha.
This is in the smaller places, this continues to be a running problem where, you hire somebody, maybe they're young and gung-ho and maybe they're good, but then they see, I can go over there and work and make more money or whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't, the smaller places usually don't have the money that the larger law enforcement agencies have. So it is a running battle between, trying to stay within your budget and trying to do what you need to do in your town, your county, or whatever to have adequate law enforcement protection. But what MacArthur Police did, they raised the beginning pay to $19.50 an hour during a 6-month probationary period. Then the officer would go to $20 an hour. Now, depending on your perspective, that's a lot or a little, but it's changed. And now, this kind of happened 3 or 4 years ago when after the thing in Minneapolis occurred, where George Floyd was killed. There was a lot of law enforcement got a lot of bad PR out of one incident, and some people now do not want to be police officers or law enforcement officers because of the PR and because some people don't like police. So it's supply and demand. You got to have law enforcement. I think everybody wants their town, their county,
sure.
their state, and whatever to be safe. And so you've got to be able to get people to do the job. And it is a dangerous job. I mean, it's a cliche, but anytime you go out your door to start the day, you don't know what you're going to run into, and it could be a dangerous situation and a life-threatening situation.
Yes, all the time.
We must never forget that. And so MacArthur Village Council has reacted to that. As I told you yesterday, Jennifer, this is back to school week. Jackson City Schools started yesterday, and Hope Haven School did. Today, Christian Life Academy is starting. Wellston and Oak Hill have their first day of school tomorrow, Oak Hill on Thursday. Fall sports is also going on now. The tennis teams and the golf teams are already playing. The Jackson golf team under Coach Kevin Bowman is off to a great start. I want to mention that.
Okay.
They have won FAC matches, and they are in first place so far as they try to defend their FAC title from last year. Soccer starts this week. Volleyball starts this week. Football starts this week. We have our big football preview coming out in tomorrow's edition. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, maybe. First day of school tomorrow at Vinton County, and the Renovate Life Church and Reverend Dimmel are going to do an event, and they are asking the public to come. It's tomorrow evening, actually, after the first day of school in Vinton County at the Vinton County High School at the flagpole. It's called Pray Around the Flagpole.
Okay.
And the purpose of it is to have community members to come to pray for everybody involved in the schools, the students, safety, all like that. Prayers will be uplifted for children, teachers, support staff, bus drivers, administrators, safety personnel, sports, and just what schools are all about, learning. It's to pray for a good school year for Vinton County. And anybody is allowed to come. It's just not a church thing. That's why they're doing it at the school around the flagpole there at Vinton County High School. That's 6:30 p.m. tomorrow evening. That'll be the first day of school.
Very
We
nice.
have some other things, but they're at the end of the stack, and they're just going to have to wait.
There you
But
go.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Well, thank you, Pete, so much for stopping by, always letting us know what's going on in the community and around us. So, all right. Well, I think that we are all out of here for the day. We appreciate you so much for tuning in, and we will be back here in the morning on your Wednesday. So stay tuned, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
There's something for everyone this summer at Zumbizi Bay. At Conservation Tower, take on the hive's wild spins, tackle the twists of muscle mayhem, and race head first down Captina Falls. Big thrills and plenty of ways to make it a full family day. Conservation Tower, only at
Zoombezi Bay.
Make your splash at ZoombeezyBay.com.